We found some new canned sausage at the store. Let's try it out. So we were out running errands the other day and I found this new Banner sausage at our local Walmart. I've never seen it there before. It was only $1.80 for a 10-ounce can, so I thought we would give it a try. This is always how I find new things for my pantry. I just buy one to see if we like it. If we don't, we don't get more. But if we do like it, we'll stock up on these. $1.80 for a 10-ounce can of meat is a pretty good deal. So today we're going to open it up, cook it up, and see how it is. So before we get started throwing this into a pan, I thought we would just go over it. It has the easy pull top, which is nice, but I don't think they last as long in storage. I've had more trouble with these cans leaking in storage than any other type of can. The solid ones are definitely a stronger lid because that's so thin. That's why it peels easy. And it's made with pork and chicken. And back here on the nutrition facts, that says there's 5 servings in here. I'm not sure how many patties there are, but it says there is 560 milligrams of sodium per serving. So that's quite high for sodium. So I know that will not work for a lot of people. It is pork, mechanically separated chicken, modified cornstarch, salt, pretty much everything you're going to find in your regular sausage, and it's got a little bit of the sodium nitrite, which is not wonderful, but I've never seen a sausage commercially sold that doesn't have that, honestly, because that's what there is. If you make your own sausage, you can skip that. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. Okay, well, looks like potted meat. See if we can get the, oh, I guess that's exactly what it is. It's not patties at all. It looks like patties on the can. So I really didn't know what to expect when I opened this, but it looks just like potted meat, and it actually smells like potted meat as well. Well, it's not patties, so we are going to heat up the frying pan and see what we can do with this. Let's see if we can scramble it, or, well, let's see. We'll see what happens. See how it tastes. It smells like potted meat, looks like potted meat. We'll see how it is. Okay, so I'm just heating up my cast iron pan on a medium heat, and I'm not going to add any oil to this or anything because this has got quite a bit of fat in it. You can see it in there, especially when you open the can. You can see all that yellow on the top. So we're just going to put some of this in there in our heated pan. I don't know what's going to happen here, but this is how we learn if we like something. And should we store this in our pantry or should we skip it? It looks a little funky, I'll be honest with you. Maybe we can make patties, I don't know. Let's see what we can do. If you added an egg and some breadcrumbs, it would probably be a good binder, but I'm trying to get a good flavor out of this and see what it actually is on its own. Okay, so we're just letting this fry up a little bit, and you know, it looks a little funky, definitely. I'm not going to add any salt to this because it is pretty salty according to the can. I am going to give a little pepper to this and just season it a teeny bit. I don't want to over season it just because I want to know if I actually like it and what I can do with it. So this is how I usually test out foods, is just go plain Jane, and if it's fairly good and I get an idea, then we may stock up. But this is kind of funky looking, honestly. And we're just going to let that crisp up on the bottom and see what we can do. Okay, so this is definitely not going to cook enough on one side to be a patty. It's browning, and you can see the little brown bits here in there, but it's just way too loose. So we are just going to, it kind of looks like corned beef hash, the corned beef in there, but let's see. We're going to keep going, see what we get. Okay, so this is getting pretty brown, and it's still pretty soft. It's not firming up at all, really, so I mean, it's kind of sticking together, but I'm afraid I'm going to burn it, and I really don't want to eat it burnt. So we're going to turn this off and give it a try. So I am sure there's a million different ways to serve this and whip this up. You can mix it up a ton of different ways. But when I'm trying something out, I really like to go with it fairly plain and to just see what the base flavors are like, if the texture is like, if we like it at all. This is what it looks like fried up, just plain with a little bit of pepper. It is loaded with salt, so I did not add any extra salt while I was cooking it. And we're just going to give it a try and see if we'll actually like it. Who knows? It's definitely salty. It reminds me of that texture of corned beef hash. It's got that texture in it, and it's pretty loose like that. You'd have to cook it quite crispy on the outside to get it to stick together. Or if you put an egg and some breadcrumbs in here for a binder, I think that would work as well. It does have quite a lot of grease in it. It was quite greasy while it was cooking. You can see in the pan, but it's not horrible. It's probably not my favorite for sausage. It tastes honestly like I fried up a can of the potted meat. It smells like that. It kind of tastes like that. Maybe mixing some mayonnaise in there and pickles and making a sandwich with it instead of cooking it. I might try that. I've got a little bit of the can left. I didn't cook the whole thing, but so I just want to give this a fair shake. We want to give it a try. I did mix it up with some mayonnaise and a little bit of relish because that's how I like my potted meat. And it definitely smells like it. And it has kind of that flavor when it's cooked. I've never had potted meat cooked before. We always just make sandwiches with it. So it's pretty good. It kind of tastes like potted meat. It would be cheaper to buy that than the small cans of potted meat, definitely. But I think it might be better in a sandwich than it is cooked. I don't know if this is something I would put in my pantry, but I think it's definitely for $1.80. I think it's worth a try if it's something you like. You never know. Everybody's got different tastes, and it may be something that you want to put in your pantry. So I got this at Walmart. I saw it on Amazon, but it's like $2.90 a can when you buy a case on Amazon, and only $1.80 a can at Walmart. So I'm gonna give it a try. Grab it up. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Stock that pantry.